Have you heard? Hmm. Have you guys heard that for the past 9 months now, our primary school sector they have not resumed. The secondary school section has resumed, but the primary school section have not resumed. For reason best known to the government, because the teacher are saying that they have not paid all the needful, the salary, all what they promised them since last term, that if they didn't pay them, they are not going to resume. And up till now, going to 9 weeks now, they have not resumed. VDM came outside talking about this, calling some of the students with the teachers, trying to create awareness that the government is see into it. I mean, I can't remember say one of my friend that I know, she was telling me that they have not resumed yet, and I asked her why. So she was the one that was giving me the information that is because of they have not paid them their school fees, the lesson fee, that the government are not doing anything. All what they promised them up to now to no avail. They have not paid them the salary. So that is why they say that they are not going to resume. And up to now, going to 9 weeks now, they have not resumed. But me, I've had this for the past 5 months ago. I even did a video about it, which I'm going to post because I watched VDM video. Kudos to you, VDM. Kudos to Rattle, because I know your video is to go far. And I pray that this one also went far, so that the education sector, they are going to look into this primary students. They said that they are the leaders of tomorrow. So what's happening? Why is it now that the leaders of tomorrow are nothing to write home about? Imagine calling one of those students and asking him that what do you want to become in future? He barely say nothing. They call the other girl, they're asking her that what's her name? She cannot even express herself. Is this how we are going to continue? For crying out loud. Nigerians, is this how we are going to continue? We now that we even have little change to send our children to what is it called, private school, we should be thanking God, because most people now they cannot even send their children now to private school. People even barely to see what to eat. They cannot even see where to eat. Is it those people that did not see what to eat that will say they want to send their children to school? Eh? We in 80s, in 90s, when we were students, we went to government school and we did well, because government school is one of the best school there. If your right hand line, you cannot use it to touch your left ears, they will not take you to primary, because there's nothing like nursery or pre-nursery then. Is it that you take your children to lesson, let them go and study, or you take your children to what? To primary school, or you be their teacher as a mother. That is why it's good for somebody to be learned to some extent. Now, you taking your children now to pre-nursery to primary school, it's just recent. It's just in this 2000 that all these things started training. And people started withdrawing their children from daycare, putting them in the school premises for more care. Most especially if one of your children, maybe the younger ones, are in what is it called, are in primary 1 or primary 2 in that school. So you put the little one in daycare. Maybe you are a busy mom, or you too, you have something you are doing. But now our primary school is nothing to write home about. There is no chair for them to sit on. There is no qualified teachers. Back in the days then, if you are not qualified, if you don't have NC, you are not a qualified teacher, there is no way you will even have a way for employment. But these days, I don't know where they see all these quack teachers. They cannot even construct simple sentences for the students. How will you be asking a primary 4, 6, a primary 6, primary 4, 5, what do you want to become in future? And that person cannot even express himself. How will you be asking a primary 3 years old, primary 4 years, that what is your name? And she cannot even express herself in a simple tense. So how will that person be able to read to his younger ones? Is this bad? The government really needs to do something about this. This thing really touches my heart. I said, no, let me make a video about it. At the long run, I know this video is going to fly. At the beginning, people may not really see things into it, but our primary school sector, which are the leaders of tomorrow, because that is the basic, that is the foundation. If the foundation is faulty, there is no way we can grow in life. There is no way we can. This is still. Who is this one? MC, please don't come and distract me. Anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel. And please help me to subscribe. Subscription is free, and you can also like the broadcast. I'm talking about our primary school sector, and I'm not talking about Mr. Man. So kindly please double tap like the broadcast so that YouTube can suggest my videos to more people. So as I was saying, the basic, which is the primary school, is faulty. And thank you very much for the reaction. God bless you. The basic, which is the necessity, is faulty. Please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. So how is the future going to look like? How is the future going to be like if the primary school sector we are having hiccups now? Is that bad? Is it because some of us have money to take our children to private school? That is why we just neglect government school. Because back in the day, it is government that they recognize. In 80s, in 70s, in 90s. I don't know how we get it wrong. We ended up here that even those teachers that are teaching that are teaching in primary government school, they are taking their children to private school. Because even this my friend I'm talking about, she is taking her children to private school and not government school. That's why she's not really feeling the heat. Their own is that they should pay up their money. The government should pay up their money, let them resume. If the government is not paying their money, they aren't doing anything. And it's not supposed to be so. It's not supposed to be like that. Those people are our leaders of tomorrow. It's those people that they barely feed for hand to mouth, that you will see them taking their children to government school so that they will not say that they are not doing anything. Some is even all those Fulanis that you will see them taking their children to primary school, government school. You barely see anybody that is well educated that will say that my children is primary school, government school that I want to take my children. In the senior secondary, they are trying, to be honest, but in the primary sector, it is zero, and that is the basic. That is the basic, because we need to know our rights. It's only when you are educated, somebody can say, okay, come and sign this thing. You say, why will I sign this thing? You will look at it, you'll be able to read between the lines. But if you are not educated, even somebody says you come and sign your life, you will sign it without knowing, because you don't have the knowledge. I pray and I hope that government do something about it. Did you see him? Did you see him? Are you serious? What did you go and look for him? Sorry, please.
This riverside, this Abu outside.
I did ask them where he is.
Like this. No, they'll put it about, but they say that position and this now go to family.
Try the number again. Maybe you try with that one you went. That one used to have this thing. That one used to have data. Please make sure you plug it back.
If I have that, I used to go.
It used to go. But this one, this my MTN, it will not do. So please, let's try to do something about this our primary health. I say healthcare. Even the healthcare service, nothing to write home about. But at least we still thank God they have not corrupt the primary healthcare. They have not corrupt. At least you can go to government hospital and there's some facilities there that can help. Yes, but you have to pay some money. Now you pay money for everything. Before you see the doctor, you have to go and pay money. All those things are not there before. When I bought my first, second child, nothing like say maybe you came for Atlanta, you have to pay before you see the doctor for checkup, or you have something to tell the doctor that doctor, this is what is wrong with me, this is how I'm feeling with my baby, that they will say, okay, let them test you, let them know if they will recommend something for you, or they will ask you to go and run test. Please help me to lock this net. What are they saying again?
They are switched on.
They'll switch it off. Say what lie. And this shop is not open since morning. Khadija just opened. And it's planned before they say.
I'm not going to put it in the shop. It's in this place. After I found it in the
let
shop,
him
this
come
guy
back
to
now.
put it. Phone is 100%.
You see? They giving me, I just pray we see it. Give it to me next time. Let me keep it for you if you know you are going to school. I pray you will not come and tell us stories. Hmm? All those things are not there before. Now, if you want to see doctor, then we have to say that you should come and pay for service charge. If you do not have service charge to pay, you are not seeing doctor. Before it was when it was newly introduced, it was 200 thereabout. But now it's 600 or 800. Anything, even though when I went to dentist, when I'm having my toothache there, I have to pay for service charge. So nothing you are doing now in Nigeria, you must pay for service charge before you see doctor. In the private sector, that is when maybe you went to private hospital, which is not guaranteed because the facilities you cannot use it to compare government facilities, and when it comes to their bills, is quite different because what they will treat you in private sector now that you can pay maybe like 20 to 30k, in government maybe they will collect like 15. The amount too done the wide now. So I just pray that all these things will come. I pray all these things will come to pass, and they will not go and corrupt it the way they are corrupting government school now. Because I cannot even tell my children that I will take them to government school. They go say, Asakpa don't hold this one to this extent. But then, if it is not, it's either government school or nothing. But I learned in Lagos State they are trying, but here in Abuja is a zero. No chair, no nothing, no qualified teacher, no book, nothing like say assignment. You come, you proper dress. They will check our nails when we are primary school, secondary school. You have to be our hair, our own primary school. We don't make hair, girls, because they say you will not be serious. If they want it to be really, you will not, as a lady, you will not be focusing that I want to go and do your hair at that age. At what age? No. They will say, no, you cannot do it. You cannot cater for yourself there. So you have to barb your hair, both male and female. Your school uniform have to be well dressed. As a matter of fact, you have to polish it. You have to iron it. We wear brown shoe that time and white socks. All those things, nobody is having time for doing that checkup. It is now that I see that you see primary school children, because you are a government school, they'll be roaming about all over the places. You will see them with their uniform abusing it. There is nothing of such before. You have to be in school premises at the school hour. If it is break time, the gateman is at the gate. But I don't think they have gateman now. Every student is just doing what they have. And I learned they have two sections. They have morning section, they have evenings, they have a afternoon section. It is supposed to be so. Children will be coming back in the evening. Anything can happen to them. They can be exposed to anything at that age. Anything, any proper school that want to teach a student, you should go around 7:30 at least. You should be in the school 7:30 to 8. Let the assembly hold. 8 o'clock, you saw 8 few minutes, maybe 10 minutes past 8. There's supposed to be a teacher in your class that's supposed to start your daily activities. Maybe you take break around 10:30, 11. You have come back from break. Now I learned that there is short break, there is long break. Our own data is only one break. It's only 30 minutes break, and it's within the school premises. You are not allowed to go outside. Anything you want to buy within, or the one that your parents cater for you. Nothing like you want to buy something, you have to go outside the school premises. From there, you'll be going to your friend's house, the one that their mother is not used to be at home, that the door is always open. Maybe there is light now, they will start watching film. When they close, that's when they will now run to school. They will come and carry their bag, or they will come and lie that won't happen. It is tomorrow that they will go and see their bag to carry. All those children, you will just see the kind of life they are living is nothing to write home about. Primary school students, because they are in government school. That is why you see people, even though people that cannot even eat 3 square meals, you will see them, most especially those that know the value of education, they will try their best possible and see that they have to take their children to private school. If they are doing if they are washing clothes for them to receive ends means, they will still go and add another job. Maybe they will be doing nanny. They must add 2 to 3 jobs with the little maybe their husband gave them. If he's a responsible man, they will add it together just to pay for school fees. Be begging here and there all the time. That please now that every time they must that's why those private sectors now that are doing shakara, every time they must add to school fees. There is no time that will come now, they will know here that they have add up. They will do PTA meeting, we will plead, we will talk. Still, the next session, they will still have reason. This is the reason why the economy is bad, as if it's our fault. As if the way they are hardening up, they may not hard up like that for the teachers, but they will see them hardening up on their parents. That the school fees now have changed. He has turned to 50,000. He has turned to 60,000, and they will not care. Even though you have 2 to 3 children in school, you must pay the same amount. Before, if you have 2 to 3 children, they actually they'll do some discount because you have more than 1 children. But now it's none of their business. Even though you have 10 children, you must pay the same amount. If you are not paying, go. They know that if you go to another school, you will still pay the same. So you will want to pay, or you say you are owing them. When are we going to be free from all these things? We need to pity each other. We need to be kind to one another, most especially our government. What they are doing is nothing to write home about. Aliyah, please, I need water. What they are doing is not is unfair. It's not allegedly. This one is for you. Because even though VD himself, he blocked it. And I've had this thing, the primary school sector that have not resumed for the past 9 weeks that everybody have resumed. The private school have resumed. Since the second term, the primary school sector have not resumed. So nothing like my daughter said, she said allegedly. This is not the matter of allegedly. Come and see the way that Batman took them to the street. Honestly, I don't know your phone is here now for you. I say you should Google it. Come and see the way he took them to to street, just to create awareness. We know if video used to go viral. So when the government see it, maybe they will sweep into action and do something about it. Because that government sector, when it comes to their primary schools papers, they don't do anything. I don't even think they used to call for PTA meeting. It is then, in our time, if your parent did not come, then mostly they used to dedicate Fridays, and you have to come after the closing school, maybe around 12 or 11. They will quickly close that day. You have to come with if you did not come with your teacher, with your mother or your father or any of your guidance, let them sign and put your name. Sometimes we go and meet our friends, mom, and say, please, ma, help me to write my name, help me to sign that you came on my behalf. Honestly, if not so, if you come back on Monday, you will come and receive claim, because there will be different teacher in different sections that they will be calling for primary 1 to primary 6. It's not like now that is from grade 1 to grade 5. They are just changing things. It's from primary 1 to primary 6 then before you can do your common entrance, because we all do primary 6. But now they have removed primary 6 now. In private sector, they will say grade 5 they have to do common entrance. Some people say that in grade 4 they will be doing common entrance. That's why you see the students in the age of 15, 16, they have graduated. If you tell them to go to field now to practice what they graduate, they barely deliver, because even their brain is not mature enough for what they went to go and study in the university. To be honest, you will see them very young teenager that they're supposed to be in secondary school, say that they're in university, they're in poly is even okay. University, when they do WAEC, when they do pass, when they do JAM, when they do pass, when they do now enroll and getting an admission to school. And most of them, most especially if you went to private university, thank God they have not corrupt secondary school, and they have not corrupt government university. That one is still well standard, because it is even the the qualification that is well recognized worldwide, because you will meet it in the system. Because the way they are doing our primary school now, if it extended to go to secondary and university, poor man pikin will barely be educated. Because these are the only hope we have. That's why you see most people, they will put their children, they will do all it takes to put their children in private school, getting teachers to take them for the one that the brain is not too sharp, to be doing lesson. After that one, okay, go and enroll. That's when they can, if they finish in grade 5, that's when you can see some of the mother will say that, okay, come and go to government school, come and go to boarding school, the one that is okay. Because government school, to be honest, the secondary section is still okay. But you see that primary one is a no. Even in the secondary section themselves, the one that is even more advanced is the one from SS1 to SS3. Because if you do WAEC, their own, qualification is more stronger, unlike private school. Like you take it overseas, some people can say they don't recognize that school. Maybe it's a forged, what is it called, document. But if it is a government school, they will know that if they enter the system, it is registered, they will see it. That is just the advantage. That is why in our time, those people that are even doing show off, that they are taking their children to private school, you will see that when it comes to WAEC, they are most of those schools used to come under government school to register, so that when the WAEC will be satisfied. So when they Google it, even though you go anywhere in the whole world, they will be able to see it, and they will know that it is valid because it's from government. They will not just go and do it under any school that is not well registered or well recognized. You know, anybody can just do anything they like in Nigeria. Anybody can just come and say, okay, want to open school. Maybe you have money and you have the land. You can employ teachers that will do. Some people say it's secondary school students that just graduated that have not even started doing anything. Their brain self is still fresh, that they will say they should come and be teaching students. Whereas you that you qualify, because they cannot pay your salary, you would rather go to private school now to teach. They barely go to government school now to say they are looking for a job, because there is nothing to write home about. Some is even like, you who know man in Nigeria. Okay, you know so person, you have a O level, or yeah, bring it. Before, if you have BSc, you can work in primary school. You can, if you do not have a qualification, they will never employ you. If you do not have NC, they will not employ you. But now, even though you have that qualification, you yourself, you will not go and apply in primary school. If you do not apply in secondary school, you will rather go carry it and go and apply in one big school out there for you to get well paid. I know that your money is guaranteed. At least half of your payment they will give you. Unlike now, I don't know what is happening. This thing is just going from bad to worse. And the government are not even looking into it. Is it because it is poor man children that they believe is going to school, to government school? They know that the system now, what the system is talking about, anybody that cannot even eat square meal, at least you can do something for her to have a daily means. You want to do all it takes to put your children in private school. You rather put your children self to lesson now, because in our own time, if you know you don't want your mother to disturb you, or you are a child that is sharp, because some children are gifted. From 3 years old, they can talk very well to the extent that you think that this child needs to go to school. But they will not collect these children because it is in government school. They have rules and regulations. You have to have an age, and that look standard. You have to have it. That when your hand cannot touch this your ear, you are not qualified. Even though you are that age, if your hand cannot touch this your ear, they will say, no, you have not reached. Let me tell you something. Those that know, then know. And they have to look at your standard that you can talk very well. What did they do? They will go and open lesson. I used to remember that time. There was this Mama, we used to call her Mama Lesson. In one big hall like that. Now, nothing like lesson. This private sector have collected everything. From creche, from kindergarten, from where self, from creche. They cannot even talk. A child that is crawling, they will accommodate it in school. Before, nothing like such. You have to be well grown, be able to talk, be able to eat by yourself, be able to say, Auntie, I want to go to toilet. Auntie, I want to poo. Unlike now that you see pampers, they will not go and collect one woman nanny, be paying them poor money, because they know that if you did not do it, you will barely see somebody that will employ you. People just want to use people for their own advantage. Nanny that is supposed to be paying nanny less than with the level of level that we are in Nigeria today. If you want to employ nanny, at least pay them 70, worst 50, because you can collect that money from their parents. Because those people that used to keep all those small children in crèche, they are paying money, but they will pay more. They will get less. The nanny that is taking care of them will get less. That's why some people go and open their own private nanny. They will turn their parlor to nanny place, the way they are doing abroad. Because abroad, you have to have your own home, and the home have to be hygienic. You have to be neat. You have to be well okay. That the children will have safety toy which they can play with. Individual can even have their own, and you have to be there to cater, watch over them. Don't let end this one hurt this one. Don't let this thing happen to this one. But unlike Nigeria, that everybody can just do what they like, there are rules, but there is no enforcement. It's not that there are no rules. It's when you happen to a rich person that you will know that the law will play. We sweep into action. But we are just doing what we like. There's no rule, there's no regulation. You just see a very dirty, smelly place. Somebody will just tell you that is doing nanny just because of your own selfish gain. You have to go and look for else-meat. You will leave your baby there. You have to go and cater for what you will eat. You don't care. Before you come back, you see that they have raw powder on that baby face. Carry your baby, give you think maybe is well catered for. When you have 3-4 babies there, some even have 5 or more than, and you think she will give them equal right, it's not possible. Most especially if your baby is stubborn, they will not cater. They will go and find it and say, I beg, this one you own too much. Except the one that they know that is scam. Even though the one that is scam, that they can cheat on him, I say this one is scam, leave him. It's the one that is disturbing that they won't cater for. Most especially if the mother is doing well to them. It depends. If you are giving them tips, you are giving them gifts. That is why I see that even though in school, you see that those women that are dropping their children, they will still go behind, go and meet those nanny. If it is 200, 500, they will say, Mommy, please help me to take care of her very well. Because they know that they are not paying them well. Imagine someone that is a nanny that is taking care of more than 10 children in the class. They will be giving her 20,000. The one that is paying well, it will give them 30,000. And some will even take bike inside that money. Maybe the house is not close by. And you have to resume as earlier as 7. Those nanny and those cleaners, those are the ones that are doing the major work. Because if your environment is not clean, nobody wants to come. There are competitors out there, and people are even ready to even open more schools. Some people, they don't even have that qualification, most especially in rural areas. You see them open school anyhow and doing what they like. Even a room self-contained, you see somebody say that you want to use it to start teaching. That I want to teach inside that room. And so I know one woman very close to my area then. It's just a room and a parlor. She converted it to school. And nobody is talking anything about it. Is this supposed to be so? But when there's no proper checking up, some people that they are even doing this checkup, if you go and bribe them money, say, take these tips now, forget about this girl. Everybody just trying to look for what to eat. We are trying. Call one of those children. Go and look for the one that God has blessed, the best among them. Maybe the mother is even enrolling that one in school. The mother too is good. Or the younger one, the elder ones are teaching that one. They'll say, come and ask this one, and you know how to read direct. Now, that's what we are looking for. I'm looking for a bigger place. I've not seen a bigger place. Please help me. Just take this one. Use and drink water. And those ones will collect it and go and say that everything is okay. That is if they go for inspection. But before, nothing like so. So many schools, they will close it down. Nobody is even taking their children to private school. They will be begging, but they will be coming from door to door, be advocating that they should please bring their children come. And the money is not that much. Is during this riot, this maybe sometime there will be issue in government. They'll say they want to strike. That is when those private sector started getting waves. During that time, they said that there is strike, there is issue, this, that. Especially that time that we were in military regime. Before we now came 1999. That's why I said it's this 2000 that government school, private schools started appreciating and government schools started depreciating. Middle of 2000, maybe in 2025, 2005, 2006, 2007. In early 2005, nothing like private school is not raining. Government school is still well to do. Yeah, I school in Lagos, yeah, and I school in Army Barracks, and it's well standard, is well to do. Before that bomb blast started, they now take us to they take them to Wasimi. They start sharing them like that. So those that want to do WAEC will be able to do WAEC. Even my younger brother said. So nothing like all of us in our house and well educated, well to do. No, nothing like you are going to private school, want to use it to buga and say that me that my children are going to go private school, they are more better, they are more learned than people that is going to government school. Nothing like such before. It is now that middle 2000 upward now that there is strike, there is this, there is that, you'll be hearing anything government, the school will close, primary school, and people don't want to see their children at home, especially all those workers. What is it called? private school hijack it. And most those teachers, most of them went to go and be opening school. They don't have that waves. They know most of those students. They say, bring your children, come. I'm not going to collect plenty money. Just bring them. Before you know it, people are not withdrawing their children from government school, not taking government school serious, paramount like private school. Even when they are still giving them money, they are still giving them shelter. They are giving the teachers shelter, they're giving them money. Even at that, they went behind and go and be opening their school. And if you're opening your school, you're your own orga, you want to do and not do now. So from there, government schools started depreciating and private schools started appreciating. And Akwana Atashi, like the outside people used to say, make we sleep, make we wake up. Before you know it, government schools are turned to what nothing to write home about. While private schools are now appreciating. We are now the one begging, please take our children. Even though we want to talk, say don't let us talk. So not say they want to withdraw our students, because before we go to another school, buy another school uniform, pay additional money. Now our pockets go tell us. This is how we are going to continue. That is why I say I appreciate VDM, I appreciate the Rattle, that he even lended his voice and he used his platform to create this awareness that government, they should look into this. Is not going to stop. Even saw one of the students say that, is it the cloth that you are wearing to school? That the cloth is looking so dirty and smelly. What will the boy do? He's even blaming the government. It's the government now. That the one that did not give you guys better clothes to wear. Government are just doing the way they like. And the poor parents did not know their rights. They just see that school, free school, oh yeah, come. And I even learned that they say it's PTA teacher that they are giving money. The one that the parents are semi-okay. In the private school, in the government school, they're okay, give PTA teacher money. Let them come and be teaching you. Those are the few ones that are even well learned. It's as if we finish normal school class, we will not give teacher extra money that take my child on lesson. Since you are teaching in that school, you will know the curriculum, you will know what they want and what they don't want, you will know how to take it up. Give my child a private class. But those one in primary school, now I just add that one today, say from VDM, that it is called PTA teacher. I say, who are these ones again? Maybe that one, it is not even the government that even employed them. They are just looking for a job. Maybe they are just even secondary school sat. They just employ them. Because I know it is private sector that they will employ them, even though you're secondary school sat, that they cannot pay those people that did NC, that they have qualification. Because even though those people that they are bringing their children to government, to that private sector, then it's not that they are paying like that. Because they will say, I will withdraw my children and take it to public school. I will not pay. So what is the essence? Are you that you want your school to grow? You will want to endure that. Unlike now that they are doing shakara, that if you do not have qualification, they will be looking at you, they will not pay you money. The money that they will pay the person that have qualification, they will divide it into 3 and pay you 1/4. They are still employing secondary school students, which especially in rural area. If secondary students they employ more because they will not pay them well. How can you be paying teacher 30,000 for Nigeria of today? Is it half of minimum wage? Even though you are paying a teacher 100,000, it's not up to. Because some of them will eat, they will transport inside that money. They will even pay some of their students' school fees. That's why they will encourage them to bring their children into that school, for those ones that have children, so that they will pay half of the payment. If they are paying 50,000, they'll pay 25. They'll pay half payment. They are encouraging the teachers that they are teaching in the particular school. If your children can be in our school, we should be paying half payment. We have that grace that you are our employees. So those are just the freebies that the teachers are getting. The money that they collect at the end of the day, they are still paying back to the school. So what are we saying? I just hope and I pray that the government will do something about this issue, because this thing is really getting out of hand and it's not helping matters. It's not helping even we, because we cannot be at home when the other children are supposed to be in school. We see them roaming about, making noise all over the places. It's not right. Government should please look into this and do something about it. Please, these children need to go back to school. If anything that the teachers are demanding, try to meet up. Please don't think about because your own children have passed that age or they can go to any best school in the world, so you don't care about the leaders of tomorrow as you claim. Thank you for listening to me. This is Zainab's Nature. Please kindly subscribe and follow my YouTube channel for more. Stay blessed. Like come the way next time. Bye. I have to go now.